Ooh. Don't like that. Hi everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield and I'm a professional dance choreographer and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States, and we're here taking a look at ENHYPEN and their track Future Perfect Pass the Mic. We have the music video and the dance practice pulled up. This is a Patreon request. Shout out to Hannah for the request. We are going to be enjoying our time and our journey with the group over their discographies until we are caught up with their activities in today's time. So I am looking forward to piecing together their discography in this way. So I'm ready. I hope you are. Let's watch. I've seen people cover this, but it's going to be nice to see them do it. That part is cool. Oh! Pass the mic, pass the mic. That light. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Don't like that. What we doing? What we doing? Ooh. Stopping time now, I see. Parkour. That light. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Nice. I am intrigued about the chest accent with the shoulder, because I've seen it done more of an isolation to the chest. Vessel soft. I'm assuming Vessel Soft is probably affiliated with the comic series or the webtoon, which I think super fun. Okay, passing the mic over to the fixed cam dance practice. Let's go. Really nice. very rigid here compared to the music video. Making sure that mic's on. Creating horizontal moments work well for the line word choice. Okay. Ooh, nice. Single to a double, okay. Interesting. Okay, it may be a bit tricky to name our members because a lot of them are in ball caps and it's like right here, so you can barely see half their face, which is fine. It helps with the aesthetic. One of our members in particular, I was noticing right here, he had a significantly tighter carriage in how he was executing the dance. And I didn't notice it in the music video, but I noticed it here. So it could just be a condition thing. It could be when it's fixed cam and you're doing it in all in one go, this is how the body compensates. This is how we learned it. A slew of things. So I'm curious about that because this is the first time I'm seeing huge discrepancies in execution, but I don't say that in a negative way. I say that in an observation way because we're marathoning, and that's the benefit of marathoning is you get to pick up on those things that you wouldn't if you watch things out of order. Otherwise, okay, from the top, I love the intensity of the beginning. The fringe shows all. Fringe, especially when it's straight, when it reverbs like that, you could tell we have a lot of tension, a lot of energy projected into those sections. I like that we have a straight line with the heels and then we reset it up, but we're also setting it with a lot of intention, a lot of groundedness, and a lot of fullness, even though where we're going from where we're starting isn't very far. Now, I had mentioned this where when we're creating horizontal lines, we notice when we see a line, like walking the line, it's normally on the ground, right, or lower. So you see it more on the horizontal side, right, versus vertical. Unless you're walking the line, then that would be vertical. But this kind of imagery, we normally see people walk horizontally across it, right? So my point being, what's fascinating is we have this heel twist that causes this switch off in the torsos here in the beginning. Right, you see what I mean? Where we lean it and we direction change, but the direction change happens on a horizontal plane, which is cool because it really helps create a nice tone setting for the lines, which is nice. So we tap it on the head, and then we bring it up on the mic. We cross uncross with the shoulders, same to the other side with a knock of the head. Good bass tension on that. Good reverb also too, where we frame it towards the inside. Look at the angles up. I like that we have our center with both. Everybody else caters it to one arm. Love that. And we move to a new spot. And we knock, we press it high to middle. Clap, claps to match the clap in the music. He goes gun, gun. And I like the flick of the wrists on this. Really interesting going on the timing to lower the body while that's happening to help do a feature reveal in the back. So that's cool. Bring it over to the chest, bring it up to the mouth. He knocks it, hit. And then I like the shoulder accent there as well. So then we end up having another group. I like the flick where everybody leaned away. That was a cool feature trigger moment where a feature does something to trigger an effect environmentally. That was a nice choice there. They end up knocking. You have that whoo. We were able to clock it because of their choice there. They bring it up. Nice bass. I like the kickball change bevel with the bass represented in the reverb or the accent happening in the chest. I really love that. Really cool way to create fullness without approaching it in a typical way that you would normally see people do it. It's nice. All that is nice. So we toss it back. Yeah, we're very reserved here. Very curious about that. I'm going to say it's just we would need to look at more, and I would need to be well more acquainted with them, like who's who, to really be able to study why we're moving like this. But it's interesting. We're not matching the same degree of intensity that everybody else is. That's the only reason why you can clock it. So I like the speed change with the trace. It goes a long way. That's really nice. We trace across the neck to make it nice and complementary to this sliding that's happening with the legs. We switch it off with our arms. And then we end up doing it the other way. And I like that instead of coming from the corner, we're now in center. And then we bring it low, send it up. And then we have a new feature. And then we go in the columns. Then we end up taking it into a canon. Canon is a sequence of movements that have a different start and finish time. They look similar to ripples, but there's more dance, or there's more of a sequence, which is why we would call it a canon. It's a canon of events, right? It's cool. So I like the rotation on that. It's cool. Da, da, da. I love that. Da, da, da. That's nice. So the pull is cool. They drop it down. I like the accent up with good tension. And then we V-step it behind, and I like the rock happening with the torso there too. We slide it out of the way. We point it. Now watch. This is where I first started clocking it. You can really see the chest, and I don't think it's because we're in all black. We're super locked up here. Right there. We're stiff. That's life. We get it low, in, up, out. And then because there's multiple planes going on, there's a chest rotation, and there's also another shoulder that's rotating in this plane while your chest is moving in this plane. We don't see that here, but we see it everywhere else. You have the come on, we bring it in. There's your hooks are also really nice. Then we hinge it down, heel twist. So we heel twist first, and then we triple step, da-da-da. And then we have these tension traces with the fist where we're using the fist as like we're holding a microphone, making sure it's on, right? Yeah, and then we pull it. And I really like the twist of the heel for this with the pickup of the feet to help with the bass while we're doing our gesture play, right? And then we take the fist, lift it up, super rigid in our, it's not a Campbell lock, it's not a Campbell walk, it's also not a network, because of just the bevel switch. I'm going to call it a bevel change, because it's like the shortest chug one could do. To the floor! Good tension. And then we snake the head, bringing it in, toss it up. Come on, where we take the arm out like a little Superman, and then we tell everybody, yo, back to center, let's go. They're like, come on now, head knock, and then we pull it in. There's your triple, yeah, so heel twist, triple step, then we do the same thing, send it away. Then we go line. I hate the line. Heel twist again to the head. I like the intensity. I see why people cover this. And I'm talking about other boy groups and survival shows. We've seen, what was it? A-Turn? A-Turn covered this. And we had different interesting thoughts to share there. Because it wasn't an 8-turn thing, it was the choreography team they chose to go with and what they chose to do for the competition. It was a whole thing. But I really like the intensity of it. It's cool. Same thing with the crossover, with the head knock. Good tension with the point. Out. So where you have the ba, da, da, where this draw is similar. So they matched the draw dynamically, but they switched the gesture. So that was cool. Toss away, new feature. I like the subtlety of the heel toe that happened there where we created a really nice transition over, and I like the look. They're all focusing, right? They're even making sure they can see if it was sunny outside. And they rock it, really nice. Were we doing a cat daddy there? Hold on. No, not really. We slapped it though. We said hippography. Sit it back. Good tension across the chest there. We knock out of it. New feature time. Just kidding. Still same feature. I was clocking over here. New feature. And we go say. Now that's quick. Da-da-da-da-da-da. We go heel to toe. This moment here, doesn't it remind you of the fire moment there? That's the Keone choreo. But that went heel, ball, ball. This went heel, heel, toe, toe. So that's more of a tip-top-toe that you see in house. But the gestures in the upper body reminded me of that because of how quick it was. Yeah, they sent it through. The switch off there. Good intensity. I like the meltdown. Is really fun. Up saw. We're nice and reverbed there. It's rigid. And then we create tension there. So it's different than the traces. This is elevated in difficulty, and we're literally elevated in level from where we were. And then we switch it. They're doing pretty good there. Nice. We slide it out. Here we go. We go up. The pulls are really nice. And back into the cannon. Just walking forward. I would want to be him. Not having to do any of that. Uppercuts with the chest is nice. So this right here is multiplanar as well because you're creating a speed change as we lift up while you're doing the most in the chest. So those are really tricky to not let influence each other. So I thought they did pretty good there. I like the where you have this pulse, the space, and you hear the taps, or you see the taps of the feet go back in. So that's cool. Na, 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 na. Reveal! Pull it forward! Up, boom, boom! Lots of chest. Oh, up. Knock with a shoulder. And then we attack it. Reverb to a hook and a hook. And then we drop it down. Pass the mic. Same as before, just with a different feature. Rigid chugs. Same as before. We snake it. Bring it up. Head rotation is nice. Come on, drop it. Mic. Pass the mic. Pass the mic. And we shooting it. Let's go. I like that it's a different walk the line than what we saw. It's a different format because this would be considered our outro. Then we go, we hate that line, and we knock with the elbow. And I like that we had our feature do it first, and it turned into a low-key add-on cannon situation. That was cool. I'm going to call that an add-on, but your feature just dropped it early because they're featured. They can do that. And then bring it up. They go low and high. Your bases are basing on the chest. We run it forward, and we kick it with different directions to finish the vibe. It's cool. It's actually, so we have two facing inside. We're mirrored outside, and then you have your center facing whichever way he so pleases. Cool. This one is a lot of high energy, and it does make you curious about what was going on at the time. If we had injuries, if we had negative media, if we had positive media, if we were too booked and blessed, because I do know ENHYPEN has been on the receiving end of many, many, many long schedules with no end in sight spaces. Well, at least that's what Reddit has showed me. So I'm very curious about what was going on at this time, and I'm looking forward to hearing the discussions of it. There's going to be more ENHYPEN down the pipeline, courtesy of Hannah being our go-to ENHYPEN requester on the Patreon side. If you want early access to any ENHYPEN reviews, they're going to be on Patreon first, and you don't even have to be a paying member because it's a Patreon request. It will be full access for free for that side, unless I just venture off and do my own thing. But I won't. We're going to stay the track. I'm Jess. I will catch you guys on the flip side. Bye.